Hey guys, how are you today? Couple of nice little challenges this morning. Other than that, it's all good. Let's see if we can get some more lighting in here. A new light, we'll try this. Interesting. But I like the I like that look better. We need to focus on the outside, but it's nice. The outside is very nice. Um, let's go move this light just back here a bit. Let's see how that works. That's better. Yeah, it's better. Lighting's very important, as I keep saying. I'm getting good at it, and it's definitely working to my benefit. So the best thing about creating something that's never been created before, done before, is that nobody can prove me wrong, is my saying. I like to start off and end my sessions that way. So today we're going to talk about these 3 weeks, how it's been for me, and how difficult it's been, how easy it's been, how I've done something to transition to them, how I made it easy for myself. There's a lot of things you can do for those 3 weeks that you want to, do a certain way so you can last the 3 weeks, the temptations and all that stuff. So it's not difficult to do. It's only 3 weeks. Think of anything else you've done 3 weeks. I'm just gonna turn my bike a bit, see if that makes sense. Or it makes sense. I can still watch TV too and stuff. So yeah, I'd like to put my hoodie on, so we're gonna do that. I want to sort of put it out there that a lot of these technology companies, including YouTube, including FaceTime, they keep changing things. I relate that to going to a place at Costco and they keep re-merchandising thing. And I think I'm going to take 5 minutes to get my stuff. Meanwhile, I go in there and I'm taking longer. I'm getting more upset and more frustrated. And time's running out because I had other things to plan. Same thing with technology. I think if it works, just leave it alone. And I'm having a hard time doing what I want to do on this station, and I'm sure it's not very difficult, but why make it so challenging? I don't understand. But that's one of my things that I've experienced today is that they have to make it challenging, and they got to stop doing that because people are getting turned off and they're not going to do it. So there you go. At the same time, wasting time is never something that we like to do. I have work to do, a lot of work to do, a lot of scripts to read and memorize and stuff like that. So every little time I get, I'm very grateful for it. So I want to maximize as much as I can with everything I have. Thank you for reminding me. I got to put my my cycle thing on. So I wanted to do it in a way where I can get more people on here watching me, but it didn't work because this site made it so difficult for me to do that for some reason. Anyways, I think I have another idea later on for another day how to do that, how to get around that. My timer's going off. Timer's on for nutrition purposes and stuff. So, but when I'm doing the bike, I don't eat, obviously. I just sort of drink some fluids and healthy stuff like that. So eating was very, very difficult to do and follow a plan. I cut out some carbs, a lot of carbs. I replaced with good nutritional vegetables. I ate as much alkaline foods as possible. Pretty clean, meaning no oil and no fats added per se. I did like using chia and flax a lot. Hemp seeds, hemp grounded seeds and stuff like that, pollen. Good salts. Salt is okay. And spices, if you like your spices, but be careful with the sauces. The sauces may contain oils and stuff like that. You want to stick to, well, my idea was to stick to it for 5 days, 6 days, and have a junk food day. Well, that didn't work out for me because I had auditions that had to be prepared. And at the start of all this, I had a hard time fitting into the clothes I want to fit into. Because if you don't try them on and wear them consistently, you're probably not going to realize that they fit too tight, too small, whatever the case is, right? I wasn't too far off, but I was far off. Because when I bought the clothes to begin with, I bought them, to be honest, I bought them a little size smaller. And because my intention was to lose size, to fit into smaller clothes. And that was my intention. So I had no choice. I had to fit into these clothes. They're very expensive. So the dieting was very important to me. Did I get munchies at night? I did. I didn't stray when it came to fats or carbs and stuff like that. Sometimes a little bit of extra protein helps. Sometimes a protein shake helps. I made my own protein bars. And like I said, I think I'm going to do a session where I'm going to have my own protein bars and stuff like that. I'll show you how I make them. And they're really good. Make them healthy and stuff. So I started my eating just before 12, and I was finished just before 10 at night. My intention was to start at 12 and to finish at 6. It was not easy. Not easy because I got hungry after 6. I got hungry after 7, got hungry after 8. So I started moving into 8. 8 became sooner or later 9. 9 became 10. And that's how that happened. However, I am still trying to make it within the time frame. Your stomach will get smaller. Not your body, but your stomach inside your body will get smaller and you'll want less food. Just like I keep saying, you don't need therapy as much as you think you do. You don't need to do any surgeries or anything like that right now. If you haven't attempted to exhaust all possibilities, all natural, organic possibilities of dieting and eating and exercising and stuff like that. So please think about that. I once learned a long time ago, the problem is not in what we do. The problem is not in what we have, who we are. The problem is in our minds. Our minds have been conditioned a certain way. And there are habitual habits that we do every single day, feelings we feel habitually every single day, thoughts, all that stuff. We do it in an habitual form, and they're strong habits. Sometimes you're aware, sometimes you're not aware of them. Everything we do. So I think it's very important also to get into a routine. For instance, I used to leave my dishes until the end of the day. It doesn't work when you have a tight space. I mean, you like to be clean in the kitchen, stuff like that. So dishwasher helps, obviously. But I used to put my stuff in the sink. Things used to come up all the time. They always come up, right? And you're like, okay, but I got to eat because that's important to me. So I made a decision that after I eat, I clean that kitchen. I clean every plate, whatever goes in the dishwasher, whatever has to be cleaned in the sink. Some things I don't put in the dishwasher, I have to clean them by hand. But I make that kitchen clean. Just like I follow through with all my equipment. When I set it up, and I know I don't have another audition or something, I set it up again. I de-set it up. I unset it up. I put everything back again so I have my space back. This is a habit I've had to create. It's a new habit, and it's a good habit. Sometimes I'll make clean the floor where I was eating and stuff like that. That sort of helps because I find I have to do a lot less cleaning that way because I get so busy and tied up with things that I can't get back to that cleaning. That's helped me a lot. This watch, I keep putting the timer on there for my food and for my breaks and for my working out, and pretty soon I'm going to time all these different videos and stuff. That's very important as well. I think there are tools that I use. I try to eat between 2 hours and 3 hours. Depends on what your meal is. I've cut down my portions a lot, so I eat every 2 hours. It's good for me. I've included a lot of probiotics in my diets, fermented foods, probiotics in the morning, all through the day. Just a lot of great herbs, a lot of great natural medicinal herbs, ginseng and all that great stuff, collagen. And I can't begin to tell you how I feel. I feel great. At night, I found at night, I guess maybe it's a natural tendency for the body to be winding down at night naturally. It's the way the universe works. But at night, I find I can't really, I got to watch what I put in my body, what I put in my mouth. So the number one thing I found is I don't eat garlic at night or onion at night, anything like that, or anything too spicy. It tends to upset my stomach during the night. Nothing too strong, so keep it light. I try to cut my caffeine. I have caffeine all day long. I like my caffeine. I make it at home though, so I make it light. At the same time, I make what I want to make, cappuccino, latte, or espresso. But around 6, 7 o'clock at night, maybe the latest 8, I'll start to use my pre-ground decaffeinated coffee. It's the same quality, same taste, but no caffeine. So I'll make my coffee decaffeinated. That helps my urge and all that stuff as well. Take a shower first thing in the morning. I feel good in the morning. Get my workout done. Look at my scripts and anything I have to do, and sort of figure out with my reader what time is best, what day is best. I know I have a dentist appointment this week, so I have to make sure I get to that. So I got to hand in my 2 scripts, my 2 auditions. I mean, just before the dentist appointment. So I got to get them done tomorrow, which is Wednesday, because I got to hand them in on Thursday. It's possible I might get another audition by then. you just don't know. A lot of Christmas movies going on, a lot of Christmas TV shows, a lot of Toronto and GTA, like Newmarket, Aurora, all these places, Bradford probably. They're making some pictures in these places. They're making some Christmas and stuff like that, pictures and stuff. So there's a lot of work. There's a lot of projects being created, and we have great Canadian talent. I'm not sure if they could be requesting. They could request people that live close by, or people that live on farms, or whatever the case is, but they're not. For the most part, I know they're not, because I'm getting the auditions for stuff like that as well. So, what else? I find I have a lot less time with friends, for friends. On the phone, I can talk to them. But this is the thing. Your life becomes, regarding the film work, the TV work, your auditions, your self-tapes, your reader, this, that, everything. You have new friends. You have a new lifestyle being created right in front of your eyes. So with every success story, I think there's a lifestyle that's maintained to achieve that success, or a transition of lifestyles that have to be created and realized in order to achieve success. Remember, you only have 24 hours in a day. So in 24 hours in a day, you can't really do too much more than what you're able to do. And you need to rest. You need to take care of yourself and all that stuff. So scheduling is very, very effective. Your day, plan your meals out in between. Get a watch if you have to. Apple Watch is great. Whatever watch you want, that's going to tell you in between times and alarms. I can set all kinds of stuff on here. It's really great. And everything just works together with my iPhone and my computer and my Android devices. Make sure you shop. When you go shopping, write down what you're going to buy. You know what you're going to buy. You know what you want to, what you should buy. Not what you want to buy and not what you're going to buy. What you should buy for your eating plan to work. Just go to the store and just buy whatever's on that list. Don't buy nothing else. Don't buy nothing else. Be disciplined. Listen, you can bring a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. The discipline is yours. You have to exercise discipline. You have to create those strong habitual habits that get you to do the right thing to get you the result you want, in line with the result you want. So write it down. Helps me in getting what's on the list. That's it. I go in there. I find what I need. That's it. If you see something that's supposed to be on your list, that can be on your list, you can add it, like a new type of probiotic, a new type of fermented food, or whatever, that's within the guidelines of your diet, then yeah, you can buy that. Start including a different type of fish, a different type of chicken, or whatever. Organic is what I usually go with. I don't know, vegetables, different type of vegetables. Almond milk. I love almond milk, so I buy cases of it. Costco has great prices for that. I make my own kombucha. One day I'll make another video regarding that. I know I did that once, and it's coming really good. I'm just making my own sourdough, so I can make sourdough bread this weekend. So I tried to do it last weekend, but I think perhaps if I cut it finely enough, I can get a good slice that won't give me too much carbs. Now, I tell you, I'm reducing my carbs. I've reduced my carbs. It's been about 3 weeks. I'm not saying to stay that way. You got to be careful. Carbs are essential to diet. Carbs are fuel for the body. It's the quickest burning fuel. Carbs. Complex carbs being the best. Um, Carbs are like the fuel in your car that drives and runs your car. You can convert other nutrients in your body, but not as quick as carbs, not as effectively as carbs. So don't go too far eating just protein and not carbs. Now, when you're eating vegetables, vegetables are carbs as well. They don't give you the filling effect, the full effect. They don't give you that satisfaction of, oh, I'm full. Most times, if you eat them nice and healthy, no oil and not too much salt and all that other stuff, no dressings, no special sauces, just plain, maybe some cider vinegar, apple cider vinegar, and sea salt, and that's it. Maybe some spices, but nothing with fat, nothing with creams or anything, no butters, nothing like that. I don't care how good the olive oil is. I don't care how good. No oils, no nothing. Use chia seeds or flax instead. That's much better for your body. What was I going to say? I forgot what I was going to say. Nice. I want to make these videos regarding the kombucha, regarding the different breads I make. I bought a special knife for my bread so I can cut it thin. It's an electric knife. I didn't realize they don't make electric knives anymore. At least the big companies that make really good knives, they don't make electric knives. Electric knives are a separate company. So there you go. But I have a good set of knives. I love my knives. I think I got to sharpen them though. I have a lot of protein powders, different types of protein powders, from whey to vegetable protein to single vegetable protein like peas, pumpkin, this, that, whatever, to different coral, seaweed, and all that stuff, proteins, a lot of natural superfood proteins, powders here and there and stuff, all the collagen. So I make my shakes, I make my foods, I add them to my foods just to increase the protein. You can always increase protein a little bit. It's not fat. It's going to be used as long as you're moving around and stuff. You'll be able to use your body will be able to use the protein, utilize the protein. So that helps also balance out the digestive of that protein. Because sometimes some of it won't be digested, so you need other proteins for it to be digested, enzymes and stuff like that. So it's good to take enzymes, it's good to take digestives and stuff like that. Again, within the guidelines of your eating plan. Now, I suggest, that if you don't want to make it too difficult for yourself, whether you have auditions, whether you have self-tapes, whether you have this and that and everything else, include carbs in your diet. You can do that. Very little carbs. So if we're going to talk about a plate, for instance, the most on your plate is going to be vegetables, guaranteed, whatever that is. Let's say 60% vegetables. Yeah. The next highest thing will be like 25%, and that'll be protein, let's say. And then that gives you what? 65, 25, 90, right? So 10% will be carbs. So 10% small. That's like a quarter of a potato. I mean, whatever fits in this palm right here, basically, is what your carbs is going to be if you want carbs. Well, that's thin slice of homemade bread. Homemade's different. So like I was saying, I was making my sourdough. I made it with good dough. And it takes about a week to make. You got to follow the instructions. But basically, it's just dough and water. And just let it ferment. You can't let it sit more than one day, I find, because not like the kombucha. The sourdough starts to go bad. So, and I found out it likes to be a little bit watery than not. because then it starts to go bad if it gets too dry. So, but I will make a video about that as well. So a lot of places that do sourdough bread, they sell you free sourdough. You just got to call them up and just make an appointment to go pick it up at a certain day, because they need a certain amount of time to prepare it for you. Take your time. It's going to take time. You got to slowly realize, let's say your scripts, you're reading your scripts. You're going to get good at that. You're going to get good at doing the work. What's going to work for you? Reading them, dealing with them, setting up your place, your studio. You're going to get good at all that. It's going to get faster and faster. With your workouts, you're going to get healthier and healthier. You're going to feel like you're going to breathe better, have more power, have more strength, have more endurance, last longer during the day, sleep better, whatever, all the benefits. With eating, same thing. It takes time. You're going to get more comfortable. Your body's slowly adjusting to a certain amount of food that you're putting into it. It's adjusting to a certain amount of caloric intake. It's adjusting to a certain amount of utilization of food, proteins, nutrients within a specific time frame. Your body, if you're doing it and you're stopping at 6, 7, 8 o'clock at night, okay? Starting at 12, you're giving your body the cycles it needs. You want a good book, get Fit for Life books. There's 2 of them written, and they're amazing books. They talk about the cycles of the body and when you should eat foods, when you should not eat foods. Now, it's made for every eater. So it tells you which foods take longer to digest, which should be eaten at the end, and which foods don't take long to digest. It tells you if you should combine foods or not, but definitely get that book. I read it when I was like 9 or 10 years old, or 11, I'm not sure anymore, but I've been using the ideas in it all my life, and I still do. So Fit for Life is a great series of books. And that tells you the relationship, your body and the cycles of your body with the foods that you eat and the times that you eat the foods at and what you eat at that time. Very important. And you can see these sessions are going to be very, very useful for you, for me, sharing and learning and trying and doing. I like to keep them short, 30 minutes or less. I think it's a good idea to do that instead of keep rambling on. But basically, it's working out great after 3 weeks. I feel better. I feel like my tummy slimmed down. I feel like my body slimmed down. I can fit into clothes. When I put my clothes on, I can see the difference. It's great to be able to button up your shirt and not be so tight. It's great to, my very expensive clothes, you can't just go and buy clothes, right? I feel my skin has gotten the way I want it to get. I feel the energy levels good. I feel like at times, I used to drink coffee when I used to do my auditions and stuff. It used to mess me up a bit. I'm not sure why. I've redeveloped my relationship with coffee, caffeine, so to speak. But I do make my own, so I can modify how much caffeine I have per intake. Very important, I think. And the quality of caffeine. Get yourself good coffee with a good coffee maker that makes that good coffee, and you get quality coffee. And use good water. I suggest, and I'll definitely make a video of this, alkaline water. I have a machine for it. I've never decided to promote it in any way, or rather, I've had it for 7 years, but I might do that this time around. I've experienced benefits with it. I do every single day of my life, and I think it's time to share it with you guys as well. And if you want to get one, you can get one through me. And I will put you in touch with the right people, and you can get one. And it could take away all the bottled water that you'll ever buy, decrease the plastic consumption of bottled waters, give you incredible alkaline, oxygenated, microclustered water, hydration on a whole new level, created by the Japanese. And it's just amazing. So I will definitely share that with you in another video. I use it for my baking and all that stuff, my shakes. There's certain vegetables I like, certain ones I don't like. I try to keep um, vegetables that are good for the immune system, good for the body, good for they're alkaline, they got good stomach properties. I don't miss one day without taking my probiotic in the morning, and I do take probiotics during the day, and I might even take one at night, but I have a really, really strong one. So all it is a 24-hour one, so it's perfect. You take it on an empty stomach, and you need probiotics. I'll tell you, there's a lot of germs, aside from COVID, there's a lot of germs, a lot of bacteria, a lot of stuff that we're ingesting, and it's going into our bodies. And it's creating incredible havoc in our system, in our body, in our stomachs, in our intestinal tracts. We need to have good bacteria fighting it off. And there's so many different types of probiotic strains, you have to get them all. And the kombucha has one, and the natto has one, and and I'll share all these, and the vegetable and the fermented foods have one, and the other ones you may have to just get in a capsule form. Mine, I think, has I'll tell you what mine has. It's a really good one you can get. It's a doctor formulated probiotics, once daily ultra, 90 billion. Okay, it's $50 for a month's supply, but you know what? 90 billion, and it's got eight. Here we are. It's got 18. I think it's 18. I can't even see what it is. 16 or 18. They make it so small. 18 strains. I think it has. That's a lot. That's a lot. 18 strains is a lot. So you want to get something very, very good like that. Take it in the mornings, and it protects your gut, intestinal tract. Obviously, you like yogurt. I don't eat yogurt anymore, but you like yogurt. Yogurt's great too, but try to get plain and organic if you can, and Greek if you can as well. And it's great for your body as well if you like yogurt. I try to cut out dairy. That's something I didn't tell you. I did cut out dairy for the whole time I've been dieting for 3 weeks. So I don't know if you see a difference or not in my face, in my skin, in my body. I wear everything baggy, but that's what I've always done. But I like it. I like baggy stuff, and that sort of makes me feel good. You don't have to impress anybody at home. I like the clothes. Unfortunately, when I bought these, I think I was a little heavier, but I like the baggy clothes anyway, so I bought them a little baggier. They gotten baggier over the years. They didn't shrink, actually. But they're nice. They're comfy. Calvin Klein hoodies. I like them. And they give me just enough support, enough coverage that I need. They don't make me too hot or nothing. Again, in here, I have it at 80 degrees while I'm doing this. 85, whatever, 78. A little higher than normal. I have a heater going on as well, and I have some air behind me as well. So I like to create a nice warm environment so I can sweat it out a bit. I'm not really sweating very much, possibly because I haven't put the intensity high enough. Now you look at your watch, it'll tell you your intensity, and it'll climb as you put the intensities higher. Now, if you're strong, your heart is strong, it adapts and it reconfigures, and then your intensity, then the heartbeats come down again, even though the intensity went up. So that's a good sign that your heart's strong. So that's a very good sign. Another one. I mean, listen to people. Be careful listening to people that don't have the result you want. Listen to people that have the result you want, and they can give it to you, or they can suggest who to talk to about it. Let's not call it a waste of time. Let's not call it a bad move or whatever. It's just a bad decision for calculating the time you have each and every day to spend doing whatever it is you're doing. It's not a great investment. Talk to someone that you can help and they can help you in return. That'd be the best scenario. Or talk to someone that can help you and then you owe them a favor. And that's another scenario as well. But either way, try to limit the amount of conversations you have about your craft, your desires, your goals, your efforts, your ups and downs of your efforts, your plan, your dieting, all that stuff. Try to limit the amount of time you talk about that with other people. This is basically you and you're learning about you, and it takes time. Talking about with other people always sort of, they care, right? They do it through care. They say, like, oh, yeah, you got to be careful. You got to do this. They implant negative ideas into your head, unknowingly, unintentionally, but they do. So they start to work their magic sooner or later. Be conscious of that. Napoleon Hill said that if he didn't think that the people he was hiring had the spirit of harmony, the ability to work together and be good for one another, he wouldn't hire them. No matter how much they knew, no matter how good of a degree they had, no matter how much expertise they had and experience they had in what they were being hired for, he wouldn't hire them. He wanted the spirit of harmony and spirit of, I guess, positive influence. So remember that. That really helps you stay on track. It helps you succeed. It helps you succeed in the way you want to succeed. Unfortunately, there's only one of you. You can't split yourself up into many different layers and just put yourself out there. Pick and choose. It's very simple. You want to be over there? Over there? That's the direction you want to go? Well, if that person wants to go in that direction, or that direction, or that direction, then why you want to waste your time? Why you want to invest time if you want to go in that direction? Very simple. Find the people that are going in that direction, and guess what? You'll get momentum. You'll get a lot of practical information. You'll get there a lot sooner. Then you could come back and share with these people that, we're going in different directions, right? You don't need their support. You don't need to change them. You can't change them. You should not change them. They have their own desires and goals and stuff. Let them be. Let them be. Find the people that are going in the same direction as you and just become their friends, become their allies, become their networking buddies, go on their Facebook sites, on their Instagram sites, follow them, see the people that they know, start to friends them as well. This is what you do. This is the work. This is the homework. This is the research you do. Go after the environment you want. Go to the events they go. Invest some money if you have to, if you have it. Invest it to go in that direction. You'll get there. So I guess don't try to change anybody. Don't anybody try to change you from what you've decided and embarked on. And I know you'll be successful in it if you stay. Get your research, get your information, get your great ideas from people that are going in the same direction, have the result you want, or they're accumulating like you. They're on the way to accumulating like you. So, in closing, again, it really practically only takes 3 weeks to start. You may start 3 weeks ago, but really 3 weeks come and 3 weeks you feel like you're starting. I feel like I'm starting because I'm starting at the place now that I can see results, I can feel results, I have confidence, I have proof. And now I can start, truly start. So get to that point. I urge you, you want to stay on these shows with me, on these different episodes with me, I'd be happy to talk you through it. Send me questions. I'll answer the best I can. I'll create the videos of your choice as well, of your needs, give you the best advice I got, or tell you where to get it, or tell you ideas that maybe you can get it, tell you the best scenarios possible, and tell you choices that I've had in the past with the same sort of desires and questions you have. I'd like to finish off by saying my quote. The best thing about achieving something that wasn't it. The best thing about creating something that's never been created before or done before is that nobody can prove you wrong. The best thing about creating something or that's never been created before or done before is that nobody can prove you wrong. There's no precedent. There's nobody telling you, oh, it didn't work the first time or the second time. There's no precedent. You're the CEO of your own idea. Go after it, embrace it, go on that journey, discover, learn. I'm Philip Moran. Thank you again. It's been great. And let me just, you can do it. I have faith in you. I definitely want to work with you one day. Want to work with all of you. Definitely support one another. We need the support of each other. We can't do this alone. Be healthy. Number one is your body. Be healthy with your body. Take care of your body. Take care of your mind. This is part of taking care of our minds. Get the books I recommend. Read them. See what they do for you. They've been doing something for me because somebody gave them to me. I trusted them to give me something that I thought might work for me. And they knew it would work for me because it worked for them. So try the material out. Try the information out. I have the stuff. If I'm telling you I have it, it's working, that's proof that it works. It's there. I have it. Somebody has it. It's working. Again, ask me any questions. I'd be happy to answer and create videos for you. Remember, the best thing about creating something that's never been created before or done before is that nobody can prove you wrong. I'm Philip Moran. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a good night. Of course, it's this way. Good night, guys.